There are very few products that change my day-to-day and how I'm productive at work. The one product that I want to talk about today is the Anker Soundcore Q20. These are a pair of wireless noise canceling headphones. Let's get into it and let's talk tech. My name is Arnell with Arnley Tech. In today's video, we're going to talk about some wireless noise canceling Bluetooth headphones that are, like I said, they really change the way that I am productive and just honestly my day-to-day activities at work and when I'm just sitting at my desk doing things. So when you pick up these headphones and the first thing you're going to do is unbox them, you're going to notice that the unboxing is pretty straightforward, but when you pull out those headphones and you look at them for the first time, you're going to see that it's honestly pretty good build quality. The metal finish on it and the comfort of the ear pads and the little loop that goes over your head, you're going to feel that these headphones are made to be comfortable, sturdy, and honestly pretty reliable. Now, this isn't on par with like AirPods Max build quality or, Sony WXM4s. Shoot, did I say that right? Those Sony headphones. You're not going to notice that these are of that same build quality and caliber, but that's also why these are $60 and those are like $300, $400. Now, some of the things that I absolutely love is the sound quality is really good. It has really high resolution sound quality. I'm able to hear my lows, my mids, my trebles, my basses, able to hear everything really clearly and distinctively, and honestly better than some of the other headphones like just regular AirPods that I use just, in ear or, other headphones. You're gonna notice that the sound quality in these is really consistently pretty good. Now, like I said earlier, these do actually feature active noise cancellation, and I'm gonna be honest, these are one of the first over-ear headphones that have noise cancellation that I have actually noticed a difference. Now, in the past, I have reviewed the JBL Quantum 1. These are a pair of gaming headsets that are over-ear, and they supposedly feature active noise cancellation. In those headphones, I've noticed that they don't really actively take noise out around you. What they do is just bump up the max volume on whatever it is that you're listening to. That's not very accurate of what noise canceling actually is, and so these headphones I've noticed actually work to use the microphones that are on here. There's multiple microphones, and they'll actually use the microphones to actively pick up the sounds that are around you and try to block those out so that it's actively canceling out the noise, which is what it's advertised to do. I've noticed that, while these are over-ear headphones, they're not a perfect, seal around your ear, so you are going to get some things that are just bleeding in through into your sound experience. So you are still going to hear some background noise, but you are going to have a noticeable difference with those background noises where you're going to notice a distinct difference when noise canceling is on and when noise canceling is off. Now, I just touched on the microphones that this has, which it does use for the noise cancellation, but you can also use these microphones for FaceTime calls, Zoom calls, just any kind of situation where you need to use a microphone. And the microphone quality is pretty good. The microphone quality does pick up, noises around you. So if you're outside and it's windy and, it's trying to block out some of the wind noise, but at the same time, it kind of distorts your voice a little bit. So you are going to notice that in not ideal scenarios, it's not going to do the best job. But when you're in a controlled environment, you're definitely going to notice that the other person on the other end is not going to have any issues hearing you and making out the words that you're saying. You're going to notice that you're going to get a good sound experience on those Zoom calls, but you're also going to have good, consistent clarity in your voice on the other end for the other person. Now, before I move on to my next point, I do want to remind you that if you are somebody that's maybe not looking into some over-ear headphones, but you want something that's in-ear, has good sound quality, microphones are good, definitely check out some of our other JBL reviews where we've done, the JBL 2 and 230s and the Live Pro 2s. We'll let you know what our thoughts are on those. Definitely check those out. Videos will be linked down below. And if you like this Soundcore Q20, definitely check out our link down below where you can pick it up for yourself. Affiliate links helps to support our channel, helps to keep these videos possible. So definitely encourage you to check out the Q20 down there. And if there's any other headphones that you particularly like that you think are better than these, I'd love to know in the comment section down below. Now, one of my favorite features is the comfort of these headphones. These are very, very comfortable. Now, I wear glasses, so I look at over-ear headphones a little bit differently than other people, to where I know that over-ear headphones, for most people that don't wear glasses, they're not going to notice too much of a difference or a change or dip in quality in the ear pads themselves. However, for people that do wear glasses and wear over-ear headphones, you are going to notice that after a while, the headphones will start to push down on your ears and the stems of your glasses will start to bother you. But when I'm wearing these headphones, I've worn them for, I think my longest stretch was like 2 hours. Didn't have a single issue, didn't have to constantly fiddle with the ear pads, didn't have to, do the whole thing of moving it away from my ear to give my ear some breathing space for a little bit just to pop it back on. I'm honestly able to just carry on and do things like normal and just really not have any issues, any kind of comfort issues, anything like that. Now the headband itself is also very comfortable. Very few times do I feel any kind of discomfort on the headband pushing down on my head. I'm honestly good to go with these headphones. They're very comfortable. Can't beat them. But these headphones are not perfect. I do want to let you know that there is one thing that I just don't like about these headphones, which honestly isn't that bad considering I just ranted and raved about it for the last few minutes. So there's really only one thing that I don't like, and that is the buttons. While there's not that many buttons, there's 5 buttons. There's your play button, your up and down volume, your power button, and then your noise cancellation button. There's not too many buttons. I certainly don't feel that I'm overloaded with the amount of options and buttons, and my problem is that the buttons do not feel distinct enough, and the quality of the buttons is pretty poor. And so what I mean by that is the buttons are the things you're going to be interacting with on these headphones the most. You're going to be touching the buttons more pretty much than you would be touching anything else on the headphones. And they feel very cheap and tinny. Everything else feels great. The metal finish, the feeling of everything, the comfort of the ear pads, but the buttons is where they skimped, which I feel like is the one area that you don't want to skimp on, because again, that's going to be what you're going to be interacting with and touching the most. The other thing that I just don't like is that the buttons just feel very the same, and so you really, you can't tell if the button that you're touching right now is the play button or if that's the volume up and down. They do have little icons that are a little bit raised so that you can kind of tell what you're pressing, but they're not distinct enough for you to be able to tell just by the feel. So you really can only tell what the buttons are by either physically taking off the headphones and pressing the button itself, or memorizing the exact position of the buttons. If they had just done a little bit better job of not only making the buttons feel a bit more higher quality, but also a little bit more distinct in the feel of the buttons, and potentially maybe spacing them out so they're not so close to each other. They just could have done something a little bit better with the buttons overall. I feel like that's the one thing keeping these headphones from getting a 10 out of 10. Now, that being said, if I had to rate these, I am going to give these a 9.5 out of 10. I love these headphones, and I'm certainly going to be using these for days, months, and potentially years to come. I just love the quality of these headphones. They're wonderful. I just can't get past the buttons and just the feel of them and the location of them. That being said, I still love these headphones. And if you like these headphones, but you want to check out some of our other headphone reviews, definitely check out this playlist here, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.